All right, so look, basically owning a firearm is a responsibility, a privilege, and it also can be a risk. But it is something that you should do before you leave home to make sure it don't become a risk and it's only for your defense. Owning a firearm can be used for defending yourself, a tool for fun, and basically for fun. I use them for fun. So with that being said, in this video, I'm going to be explaining some things that you should do, in my opinion, before you leave your house to make sure if you do have to defend yourself, you don't run into any issues. So yeah. All right, look, what's up, YouTube? My name Larry, and I'm coming back at y'all with another video. And as I just said, in today's video, we're going to be talking about a few things that you should do before leaving your house if you're carrying a firearm. Now, mind you, some people may be biased on this, but at the same time, these opinions can save you a good amount of time and avoid you from running into problems, because you rather be safe than sorry, if you get what I'm saying. So look, we're gonna start off with number one. Number one, in my opinion, is ammunition. Just because realistically, you have some ammo that work perfectly fine in your guns. You have some ammos that make your firearm run iffy. And you got some ammo that can make your gun jam like your favorite song. Now, a lot of people don't like to admit about running their guns and ammo jamming, but at the same time, it happens. You can have a $800, $900 gun and you put cheap ammo in it and it jams. It's normal. So realistically, that is why it's best to actually take your time and find out what ammo your particular firearm loves. If you don't, basically you can find yourself in a self-defense situation where your gun can jam like your favorite song and try to figure out, dang, I should have did this, that, and the third. Don't be a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Take the time out, buy different variations of ammunition from hollow points and target ammo. Find out what your gun loves and run your gun. When I say run your gun, I'm not talking about sending 15, 20 shots down the range within 30 seconds. No, try to send all them rounds down the range as fast as you can, because realistically, you never know what kind of stress or problems your gun can endure unless you do it like that. Don't be in a self-defense situation trying to actually draw your weapon and send as many shots out, because realistically, you don't know what type of problems your gun can have if you never ran your gun before. Mag dump it. And also, I'm gonna say this twice because this the next rule: practice drawing from your holster and shooting. Just because, like I said, that's self-defense. If you draw from your holster and shoot, it's more easier for you to know what could happen if you practiced it versus you doing it for the first time and not knowing how to draw from your holster and lay rounds on target. So two, now this is my opinion. Two is my opinion, and it's basically practice drawing from your holster in today's outfit. And a lot of people may be confused about that. The shirt you have on right now may not make it difficult for you to draw from your holster tomorrow. The jacket you have on right now may not make it difficult for you to draw from your holster tomorrow. The shorts you have on, it's just the outfit that you have on today can create obstacles when it comes to you drawing your weapon. So it's best to practice in the outfit you have on today before you walk out the house, because yeah, we live in a what if world and it's a lot of crazy people when you walk outside. So it's best to practice drawing from your holster before you walk through your door, because that could be the last time that you walk out your door. So it's been instances when I actually tried to practice drawing from my holster in some shorts, and I actually have a few clips that I can actually post right now. And when I did draw from the holster, my holster either A, got stuck, or B, it came out with the firearm. But let me tell y'all this, as y'all can tell, I was in shorts. So that's why is it important to actually draw from your holster before you leave the house, because if you get outside in a real world situation, Lord behold, Lil Pookie and Lil Ray Ray, they not gonna care about that. You can't say time out, let me fix my stuff in a situation like that. So yes, number one was ammo. Make sure you run various different brands of ammo through your gun. Number two is practice drawing from your holster before you leave the house. All right, so number three. So this is my opinion. So number three, check your sights. Because a lot of people don't understand. Some people have optics. Some people run the regular sights that's on their gun. If you run the regular sights on your gun, you might not have this problem. But for the people who do have optics, sometimes when you shoot a few hundred rounds to your gun, your sight can become out of zero. When it do become out of zero, you won't notice it unless you actually, that actual gun owner that take it to the range and actually run rounds through your gun, and you can say, oh, well, this is off. Now, this might not be something that you have to check every single day, but I'm thinking about in self-defense situation, the goal is to pull out, get on target. You can't get on target if you depend on the optic every single time. And you got some people out there that depend on the optic every 24/7 because it make everything so much easier. If you're that person, buy you the little laser that go down your barrel and check to see if your sight is on zero, basically zeroed out every time, not every time, but every other week before you leave the house, if you know you run rounds through that gun occasionally. So that's number 3. Number 4. So in my opinion, number 4 is an important one. It should be up there with number 1 when it comes to ammunition. Right in between, it should be between 1 and 2, but really, well, it should be 1, 2. This should be 2. But realistically, make sure your gun is oiled. Due to the fact that sometimes you can run some guns dry, you can run some guns absolutely dry, but you don't know that unless you do run your gun. So that's why I say it's up there with ammunition. When you run thousands of rounds through your gun and it's dry and you don't put oil in it and it's still running fine, okay, it's a possibility that you can run your gun with no oil. But don't be the person that's in that situation and you're, well, in a situation where you do have to use it and you pull it out, it's not oiled, haven't been oiled in 6 years, and you pull out to do work in a self-defense situation, and next thing you know, your gun is jamming like your favorite song. So it'd be best just to buy you some cheap oil and make sure you keep it at home. And every 6 months, if you know you don't run rounds to your gun like that, just go ahead. Every 6 months, try to just oil your gun up just a little bit, oil the rails, that way it could run perfectly smooth and things in that nature, because that's one thing that you don't need to happen. If you know, well, if you don't have no idea if your gun gonna run dry, just take it to the range and just send some rounds through it. If it come with oil on it, just keep oiling it. So number 5, and last but not least, I don't know how a lot of people carry, but me personally, every time I walk out the house, I leave 1 in the chamber. So make sure you have a round in the chamber. That's the most important thing when it comes to carrying, because like I said earlier, if you do find yourself in a self-defense situation, whoever is drawing the weapon, attempting to rob, do anything to cause harm to you or your family, they're not going to say time out. You get it in play. It's not a video game. When you walk outside, you don't get unalived and come back to life. So make sure you have a round in the chamber, because 1, your life depends on it. Your speed, reaction time depend on it. That's why you need to practice shooting from concealment, drawing your weapon, and mag dumping. A lot of these things are important to do, and basically this is my little top 5 things that you should do when it comes to carrying a firearm, in which that I find important. Some people may be able to add a lot of other things to the video, well, in the comments, and hopefully if you can, just drop it down below. That way I can make a part 2 and agree to disagree about some things that was said. But besides that, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Leave a like, drop a comment, press the subscribe button, and yeah, stay tuned for April 21st or 24th, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.